How's it going, everybody? Just wanted to pop in here, redo the video that I was gonna do, that I said in the previous video I messed up on. A couple of you know, well, at least one of you, Jamie, I know you knew, I was looking for a bucking spike for my 262 because the bucking spike's a little anemic. You'd have a hard time in thick bark trees trying to do a Humboldt with that. So I want to show you what I did here. So I went from this to this. That's a 181 spike there. That ought to hang in an underbuck pretty good. I would do the outside spike, but the bolt pattern, the stud pattern, bar stud pattern is different. This case, these 262s are on a 50cc case, so like a 257 case, or 254. It's like 254, 257, something like that. I also have another video I'm gonna push out. I redid my chain here. So the angles are a little better. And took my rakers down. It pulls pretty good now. I still didn't put it in anything large, so we'll have to wait to see that. Put that right there for now. I want to show you this other show you what I did to make this spike work in case a couple of you want to do it. Alright, bear with me. Okay. So, let's see if I can. Alright. The 181 spike flares out real big right here, and it bolts in right there. Wonder if I have a flashlight. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Alright. So all you have to do is the 181 bolts in right here with a flare. All you really have to do is go in and cut that flare off so it clearances the case there. And then put your stock spikes back on there, put one screw in it, and mark the bottom screw, and drill you a new hole, and it fits pretty good. Because of the way the old muffler brace bolts in on these smaller cases, you have to put a washer in there for it to be straight, else it'll bend towards the top, because the old I'm assuming the 250 something muffler, like 257 muffler brace, comes in here and bolts in. So you got to put a washer or spacer in there to take up that extra space there. But it works really well. As you can see, the whole saw sitting up, which is very, very nice. I'm gonna pull something else out here. Hold on. Put this back over here. So because I've gotten pretty good at round filing, I've moved on to square filing. So I've been practicing my square filing. And I'm using Preferred Files. Double bevel is what I'm using right now. And I've just about got the angle that I want. Some of these, and I'll show you in a second, I'm just trying to find a string of good ones. Some of these have a slight side beak, which is fine for them to have a side beak, because a side beak will still cut. Top beak won't. Let's see if I can get this in here for you to see. Probably not. I'm probably gonna have to pick you up and point you down in order for you to see it. I can't hardly see it, but my camera is, my screen brightness is down. Jeez, it's just wanting to focus on the well, you can't hardly see it, can you? You can tell my side plate is straight up and down. I have a slight side beak. There, that's kind of sorta. You can see that I'm hitting this tie strap right here, which shouldn't matter all that much. It's not gonna break. There's another one. Slight side beak. Both the side plate and top plate look pretty good. I also have a grinder coming too. This one here is pretty aggressive. Well, that doesn't help at all, does it? There, that's a little better. So this was all done with a double bevel file by hand. And here towards the end of the chain, I was starting to hit the angles pretty consistently. That one's not. That one looks pretty good. Still not perfect. No, you're definitely gonna ruin a bunch of chains before you get it figured out. That's for sure. And my thing is, I don't know what'll cut and what won't cut, because this is the first time I've messed with square files. My goal, since I'm in mostly hardwood, is going to be a somewhat shallow top plate, a good side plate, and straight up and down. No cant forward on the tooth. That'll be too aggressive for hardwood. So that's what I've been doing most of the weekend. Just working on my square filing, muscle memory, you know. And I found out how sharp these chains are. Oh wait, look. That's how I found out how sharp those chains are. 4 stitches there and 3 stitches there. I just got through sharpening up a chain, and I was loading my toolbox up, and I had this set up in my toolbox, and the chain was on this way, and I was pretty stupid because I knew what was going to happen. My toolbox wouldn't close, so I needed to pull this setup down. The chain was still on there, and I'm like, if I reach across here and undo this, it's got, you know, my hand's gonna jerk. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do it really softly, knowing that my hand would hit the chain, which the cutting edges were facing this way. But I reach up there and do it anyway, and obviously you can tell by how tight it is that it just went like that, and my hand went across the chain and opened it up pretty good. So I sat there and held it together until my wife could get there and take me to the urgent care. Fortunately, they could do stitches, and I didn't have any nerve or ligament damage, because I could, you know, I still had full strength in my hand. So like I said, I kind of pinched everything back together to try to stop the bleeding as much as I could, and went and got it stitched up. It's my first set of stitches. It actually wasn't that bad, but well, I just wanted to share a few things with you guys, and I doubt I'll be able to cut this weekend. I may just end up doing projects this weekend. I need to get these 026s sorted. See if my neighbor has his lathe up and running. Alright, y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time.